protection was going to spring a leak on the first play from scrimmage.
Got after him right out of the gate.
To throw on second down, Meadows. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. They get 11 back on that, and it leads to third down. Little trouble thus far on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 11. Off the play fake, Meadows. He's got a man, complete. Still going. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Chase Claypool, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Eagles march right down the field in 3 plays to claim the early advantage. Well, Charles, here in their opening series, they said they had certain plays scripted for certain players. That looked like a well-designed play to get one of their top targets involved.
Yeah, let's face it, Brandon. A player of his talent is a problem for any opponent to defend, and we saw it right there. They tried to deny an open lane to him. He still outplayed the coverage and scored the early touchdown. Good luck trying to figure out how to defend him as this game moves on.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25. Ready. They'll motion McLaurin left. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Now, this defense for the Eagles, they were excellent a week ago in that victory over Indianapolis.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and try to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
First carry for the Iowa State man, Breece Hall. And now off to the races down the right side. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. A big one there for the Texans, 18 yards.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. And he's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 41. On 1st and 10, it's Hall. On a nice burst there as he'll take this inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. 2 carries for him now on the opening drive, both for good yardage.
And based on film study, they thought that there was a chance to spring him more than once for some pretty good yardage in this game.
Love now to pass on first down. And his throw here is incomplete. The Texans hit 6-5 now on the year. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Okay, 2nd and 10. To throw now. Here's Love. They'll set up the screen for Hall. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A pickup of 11 and a Texans first down.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
And he'll find Hall. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. A completion, yes, but certainly not what they wanted. A loss of a full 6 yards. Got to give some credit there defensively. They snuffed out that screen early on first down.
Really read it well, didn't they? Because they didn't bring the pressure that they expected. They covered all the passing lanes. So once you see it break down as the passer, I think in this situation, you're either throwing it at the feet of your back to make sure no one picks it up, or you throw it away, throw it over the sideline. Don't try and freelance and try and make a bigger play. There's really no one else running a pattern that should be open. He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
9th play of the drive now on 3rd and a country mile. Play action this time with Love. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. And that'll bring up 4th down on the big sack with a loss of 5.
We always talk about how teams are so competitively matched and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting them score a touchdown versus holding them to a field goal, that's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
And you know he hated taking the loss there on 3rd down. So both teams come away with points on their opening drives. Now they still trail. They answered the touchdown with a field goal, but at least able to break that goose egg here early.
And that is what's important, right? Because they didn't let that initial touchdown go unanswered. Took the ball themselves, moved it downfield, and put it through the post for 3 points. Game on.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you've got to continue to try and run it, try to keep the defense honest.
You mean also just sit back, dare you to throw it every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Well, come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
Just about every coach we talk to says the crowd shouldn't affect us. That shouldn't be an issue. And then the next breath they talk about taking the crowd and taking them out of the game by picking up first downs and keeping them at bay. I think we just saw an example of that there, didn't we?
Important to do, especially early in the game like they have. Here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
And Brandon, as you know, sometimes it's a lot tougher to run with these tight ends nowadays in the NFL. They're just bigger wide receivers. He lined up on the left side of the formation, ran a drag route across the field, and tried to work his way open. He was able to make the catch, but the defenders were there, couldn't do a whole lot with it afterwards.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And they will finally get him to the ground at the Texans' 12-yard line. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Eagles in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. What a difference a play makes. A huge step forward and now a small step back as he loses a yard or two. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1.
Brought down at the 1-yard line. First and goal at the 1-yard line. 19 Tigers.
In motion goes the tight end. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of 2 there. 2nd down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Out to his left. And he's got it. Touchdown, Eagles. Darren Waller from 3 yards out. And the Eagles are able to extend their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that pushes the lead up to 11.
14. Texans 3.
The Eagle kick team out there now as they run up and send this one away. Here's Tank down to return it from his end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
Ready. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They are back over the 500 mark for the season. Got there with a win a week ago. Their 2nd straight victory.
Well, they've definitely gotten better as this season has gone along. And from what I can tell, they know their roles. Everyone understands how they fit offensively, defensively. And this team now has an identity. And they're playing to it and playing well. Well, that turned out better than most of the passes he could have thrown on that snap. The coverage downfield was excellent. But the containment close to home left him a backdoor escape. And they paid dearly for not locking up.
They'll give to Hall. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support. And I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Here we go. Here's a 2nd and 8. On 2nd down, a run with Hall. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2. Play fake. Here's Love. He's got his running back out of the backfield. Just a gain of a couple there. And that's going to make it 4th down.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
And in their own territory, needing only a few inches, they're going to line up to go for this thing on 4th down.
97.
They'll go for it. It's Hall. And he's got enough for the first across midfield to the 48.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Throwing. Love. This pass out wide to Hall. Gets by him, and now a little daylight. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Big play that time on the catch and run. And it'll result in a fresh set of downs.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got him the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. Escaping the pressure right. And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. Jordan Addison, 26 yards. And the Texans are back within a score.
He was able to move around and found some vision to throw the football. And how about how he ended it? Boy, he had some zip on that throw.
Yeah, it doesn't hurt to have an arm like that. Results in the touchdown here. Great play offensively. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes it a 14-10 ball game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he returns this to the 22. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. So for this offense, Charles, remember drive 1 made it to the end zone. Drive 2 resulted in a touchdown as well. Now they'll try to make it 3 for 3.
Yeah, and you know, they told us all week that this was the plan and this is what they wanted to execute, but did they really believe it would happen this well, this efficiently? I know they'll take it, and afterwards they'll say, there was never a doubt in our minds we were going to be successful in this one.
Throwing on 1st down, Meadows. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. Got a man, it's Darren Waller. And he's going to be taken down with another 1st down as the stop's made at the Texans' 27-yard line.
First down, Eagles.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Again, he'll drop to throw. That is caught by Herbert. The ball comes out. Oh, and one of the linebackers has got it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. There are 2 words that we hear coaches say all the time. One starts with a B, one starts with an S. Ball security.
And they preach it. They have it up in meeting rooms, right? You see the signs. They talk about it all the time. But still, when you've got defenders out there who are preaching, hey, we're going to take the ball away from you, no matter what position you play, you've got to take care of the rock.
They got the fumble recovery. Now here's Love to pass. And he'll maybe get back to the line of of scrimmage, but no more than that. So nothing doing there, and it'll be second down.
Second and 10 at the 5-yard line.
Ready up. Edo blue. Red, yellow. Green jack. Hut.
Out of the gun, they run it with Hall. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And the Eagles with a dime look, 6 DBs on third down.
Drill green.
Love looking to throw it. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this ball recovered by the offense. But remember, they cannot advance it here in the final 2 minutes of the half. So this will be blown dead, and it'll come back to the spot of the fumble. The Texans send the punter out. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. And he'll just punch it out of there, and it's not a great kick. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. 37 yards on the punt with no return. And the Eagles will have great starting field position here as they take over. In motion left, Claypool. Throwing to start the drive. Meadows. This is intercepted. Brandon Jones picking it off. And the Texans are going to get the football here at their own 23. He's certainly not been afraid to take some chances downfield. Now look, it's paid off for him a couple of times. That time, not so fortunate.
And that's where I want to start, what you said. It's paid off a couple of times. So his aggressiveness has been good for his offense for the most part. So he throws an interception there. No one likes that, but I would not rein him back.
That's caught inside the 20. Big play there just before halftime. 63 yards. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. The Eagles will take their third and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Hall on a give up the middle. This carry, despite the extra effort, will be stopped short of the 10. It's hurry-up mode time for the Texans, hustling up to the line. Now a second down throw for Love here. Throw left side complete. That's Hall. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1.
That was well defended, and while it was a completion, it resulted in a loss of yardage. It's really, really hard for a running back to think to himself, I probably should have just dropped it and saved the yardage. It goes against the entire training that he's had his whole career.
On third down, Love. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining. Problems on third down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on third down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get the third down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on first and second down.
Well, still some climbing left to do to get back to even, but forcing a turnover and getting the field goal there, that's a small step toward erasing the early deficit.
Absolutely. That interception field goal, that's the beginning of what they hope will be several steps towards erasing that deficit and building a lead of their own by the time this game is over.
And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And with only 9 seconds remaining, with not much time, we'll see how they play this. In motion left, Claypool. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He's going to let it go again. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
And they're not going to go quietly into this halftime break. They know they're in for a fight, so they're trying to make every possession count. They took the big shot there, but it winds up incomplete.
Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. And they're going to be waiting for him as they get him behind the line. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Texans down on the scoreboard, but they do get the first crack here as we are back underway in the second half. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 13-yard line.
What just happened? Seriously? Was that even a play? On the ready?
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And they do trail, but they have a chance to possess the football first to try and do something about it.
And that certainly makes it something of an important drive for them, because is it going to win the game? No, but you have to do something to bring some life to your sideline.
Fresh out of the locker room, they hit him with a gain of over 20.
And that's why defensive coaches preach swarming to the football. It's usually going to take more than one guy to get that big man down.
And it did right there. Multiple broken tackles, but they eventually get him down. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
38-yard line, 2nd and 9. A toss left side for Hall. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That 2nd down play nets a -4.
Sometimes I think cornerbacks can benefit from the fact that quarterbacks might just forget about the idea that they might be near the line of scrimmage. How about the anticipation there, sneaking in and making a big play in the backfield?
Third down and 13.
Ready?
Now Love. Looking left side, and he's got him in. That's Hall. And he can only manage to take this thing to the 38, well shy of the first down. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down. The Texans send the punter out as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Oh, it's a wobbler here. And they'll get to this and down it inside the 25 at the 24-yard line.
I don't know why, but it's always agonizing to me to see a guy make a mistake in this phase of the game, because you can it's all on him. All eyes there. He's got a chance to make a punt return, and instead he ends up putting it on the carpet.
Puts it on the carpet. The little rubber pellets shoot up. Never a good sign for a returner on this field turf surface.
No, not at all. And a bunch of them go up when they're all trying to get to the football, don't they?
On 1st down, Meadows. He's going to loft it deep right sideline. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball. but he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space, couldn't uncover the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
Off play action. Meadows. He's going to try and go deep again. This is caught at the 20.
Boy, this has just been an offensive clinic. It's seemingly been one big play after another, and add this one onto the list. When you can bite off more than half the field on one play, things are definitely working in your favor.
Well, looks like they'll move things around here. Now a play fake here on first down. It'll buy some time right. A lot of effort there for just a 3-yard gain, and now second down. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
They'll come up 2nd and 7. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And his throw is incomplete.
One of the best routes, one of the favorite to any play caller. He just ran that one. It's an angle route. That's supposed to be a catch, and usually it is in running back drop.
Yeah, I mean, he's a running back, but he's got hands. He should have caught it. They'll send the tight end in motion. They'll look to throw again. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And the Eagles are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence, and that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's in. Touchdown, Eagles. A great effort there. His 7th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Eagles are able to add on to that lead. Well, they move the ball down the field through the air, Charles, and then finally they get the running game involved, and it works to perfection. Touchdown.
And, partner, I kept waiting for that running.
And now, of course, all scoring plays are reviewed, and I think they're going to take an extra long look at this one. Two of their 3 red zone trips so far, they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. He'll try again. And good work there defensively as they're able to keep him out of the end zone. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll settle at 3rd down.
And now 3rd and goal coming up, the loss on 2nd down. That just means this crowd's going to get even louder, and they'll get a little bit of extra help from the defenders as they exhort them to join them in the effort.
Well, they've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal? They'll try to run this one in. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Punching it in from a yard away. And the Eagles add 6 to their lead.
Sometimes offense, if you get too cute down near the goal line, but there's nothing fancy about this one. As Coach Lombardi would say, we get a seal here, And we get a seal here. And we run this play in the alley. And that's good work to hit the hole hard and finish in the end zone.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is up to 8. And now the Texans are going to stop it as they signal for a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. The Eagle kick team out there now as they run up and send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. The last series for them a little disappointing, forced to punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive. 1st and 10. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. Now, I know it's an emotional game, Charles. You can't do that.
And when you get into your film sessions and you argue your case with your coaches, that's exactly what they say at the end. You just can't do it. It costs your team.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
They suspected it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on 1st down.
2nd down and 8. They'll go again with Hall. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. And the offense moving quickly to the line. Well, Love wants to shift things around. Straight ahead is Hall. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Breece Hall with career touchdown number 70. And the Texans have come back to make it a 2-point game.
How about the vision on the run here? This one's intended to just be a straight dive up the middle. But once he gets through traffic, he sees that the open space is to the outside. So he's just going to angle himself out wide and win the race to the pylon.
Buying time to his left.
They made the decision to go for 2. They didn't get it. They remained down by 2 points. Should they have kicked it there?
Third quarter, I'm okay with it. Maybe 1st or 2nd, you don't. I don't know. What do you think?
Yeah, again, I keep coming back to I don't like to chase a lot of points, but I also don't know what kicking an extra point being down 1 does for me.
And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a 1st down. Off the play fake. Meadows. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the 3rd quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
Third quarter of a 2-point game, a good one so far. Here's 2nd and 10. Just a little too lackadaisical, Charles, and they didn't get up and snap the ball in time. Delay of game.
Yeah, and I'm not sure if he understood where the clock was located. In different stadiums, it's in different places. You have to check that in pregame and make sure you're aware so you don't run into penalties like these.
Looking to throw on second down. Meadows. Into a sea of defenders and intercepted. And this one will be returned to around the 38-yard line.
Well, the timing is everything in a run like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're going early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Following the interception, Love. He finds his man complete. It's Pope. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
He tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD.
Brandon, we spent time with this team before the game, and there was never any indication that they did not like their kicker.
Well, it shows right now that they didn't like their kicker. Why didn't they just put it through the goalpost and take the lead?
That is going to be the question that has to be answered. I don't know about you, but I'm skipping my flight. I'm going to the post-game press conference to find out what they were thinking.
Instead of playing conservative, they go through the air, and what a stunning turn of events. Point after, right down the middle, and they won't be able to run another play. Time has expired on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Eagle kick team out there now as they run up and send this one away. And this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he will be brought out here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
They're on the 17-yard line.
Here we go.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And we'll see if they can band back together after the pick-6. It hurt badly, but still within striking distance. A 2-score game with a good chunk. There he goes, right side. And he's going to be ridden out of bounds down inside the 25. A huge play there for Houston. And even 60 yards. But that last throw, Charles, puts him over 15,000 yards passing now for his career.
And Brandon, they're not going to stop the game and give him the game ball here, but that's still a pretty impressive number, and he's got plenty of more good football ahead of him. Although I would say the team should give him a game ball after it's all over.
And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Takedown. A 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Texans have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. Extra point splits the uprights. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, very close, one-score game.
Yeah, and if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping to you on the other side of the ball, saying, hey, we picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football, high percentage, but throw it with confidence. Because if there's any hesitancy at all, it could end up in enemy's hands again.
Now here's a throw that's complete. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Looking to throw. Mills. Rush coming, and he's taken down. That's how multiple defenders getting pressure, and it's a loss of 6.
Pressure can come from all over when you're plotting a defensive strategy, and that particular play just came from the outside.
The Eagles on 3rd down. No problems to this point. A perfect 5 for 5. This is 3rd and 9. Back to throw. Meadows. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33. The screen gets 7, but it's not enough. And it'll be 4th down. I hate to surrender the football when you're nursing a slim lead, but they're going to have to punt it away. Trust that defense.
It's the right play at this stage of the game as well. You don't need to press it here because you do have that little bit of a cushion, and you count on your D to make it stand up.
And here's Ryan Wright now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. He punted 5 times in the win last week as this one's away. Taken in at the 11. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And you sense the tide turning. They scored, then their defense forced the punt, and now a chance to ultimately take the lead here late. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. It's Deontay Banks with it. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. He got out of the pocket there, was wondering what he was going to do with it, but I think he was calling, his receiver was calling for the ball, wasn't he?
He certainly was. The problem, he called for it too late, and when he delivered, they were all over him in the secondary and came up with the interception.
They go play action here on 1st down. They'll roll him out right. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, no surprise there. He was looking for one of his favorite targets again as soon as he left the pocket. But the coverage was good downfield. They got right to the receiver and helped prevent that completion.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Now they go screen, it's complete. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 10 yards there and an Eagle 1st down.
And when you have success throwing the football, the old cliche becomes true. The playbook opens up wide, and these screen passes, they become even more difficult to stop.
Okay, great. I believe in you, D. I believe in you. Pass the 50. Pass the 50.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7. At the 23-yard line.
Now they'll audible to something else. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And able to get about 3 as he's taken down right at the 20. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
From the gun on third down, Meadows. And that is incomplete.
Coverage is awfully tight there on third down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up fourth down.
So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This to at least make it a 5-point cushion. And his kick is good. And that will push the lead up to 5. So they get to 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down.
At their own 25-yard line.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here. They'll start on the ground. Hall. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Ready?
Love. Rolling to his left. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd. I see you nodding your head up and down. It's a very heady decision at this stage of the game. Out of the pocket, nowhere to go. Just get rid of it.
That's a smart play because you're not worried about your completion percentage, and you're also not trying to force it into bad traffic as well. Throw the ball away, live to fight another down.
Here now, 3rd down. And quickly, we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively.
Let's put 6 on the board, fellas. All right. Get it together.
What can they come up with here? It's 3rd and 7. Here's Love. He's got McLaurin. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50.
And this is obviously a spot where you lean on your stars. Get the ball to them in open space and let them do what they do.
Plenty of time and 2 timeouts still at their disposal. 1st and 10 here. Love looking to throw it. He completes this one to Terry McLaurin. And he's going to get out of bounds with the 1st down. So that's going to double their pleasure for sure. They get the 1st and save a timeout. Now Love. Will set up the screen for Hall. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
And good yardage there on 1st down because sometimes all you need to do on the screen is get one key block. That might set your man free, and that was pretty good pursuit to the football defensively, or it could have gone for more.
Now Love. Middle of the field, he's got McLaurin. And the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play.
They all came together there in breaking well. Drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Ready.
Here's 1st and 10. Love looking to throw. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
I like the calmness of how he played the ball here. No panic in his eyes as that throw arrived. Tracked it from the moment it left the quarterback's hand, and that's just where he needed to be to knock it away.
Another try from the 19, 2nd and 10.
White. Call red.
Here's Love. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down. A couple extra defensive backs out there in the dime, and because of that, really not many places to throw the football, if any.
And typically, what would you want to do against that dime?
Run the football.
You want to run the ball, but you can't do it in this situation. Not nearly enough time on the clock. You're having to really navigate against a tough defense presented against you.
Love. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And the Texans are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. The Texans going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 22 ticks to go in the 4th. Here we go, 1st and goal.
Shot, 17. 10.
They'll run with Hall. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. Back at the 2 now. Here's 2nd and goal. For the lead, here's 3rd and goal. Back to throw. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th. Defensively now, one more play to stop. What are they looking for?
You want to take away their #1 running option that you scouted and take away their #1 receiver and see if someone else can beat you.
Here's a big one. It's 4th and goal.
Hey, red.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And it's incomplete. They could not convert, and they turn it over. They try to throw on 4th and goal from the 2, and the Eagles are likely going to win it. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then handshakes. Well, this was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half, that offense kind of kicked things into another gear, and they were able to pull away for the victory.
And Brandon, I think they're the type of team that just looked in the mirror and said, hey, ton of pressure on, but we're the type of team that can flat out handle it. They stood up with confidence, and made it happen for a victory.
So for Philadelphia, their very slim playoff hopes get a boost as they move to 5-7, and they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Texans, they fall to 6-6 now on the campaign. And they'll be on the road next week as they travel to Pittsburgh to take on the Steelers. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.